Okay, it is already October 2020, so let's have a look at what Casio G-Shock Japan has to offer for us. In this case, 24 new watches ranging from G-Shock, Edifice, ProTrack, and even BABG as well. So I'll cover all of them, but focusing mainly on G-Shock only, starting with the this is the most popular, I guess, for the month. DWE-5600CC-3JR at 30,800 Japanese yen, a brand new square. Not really, still works on the same function as its ordinary 3229 movement G-Shock square watch, except it came in different material, where it is now carbon core structure. They have been adding carbon material on almost every single new model. So here it is, carbon core on a square G-Shock. Tough as metal, light as resin, even costs cheaper than metal. So you really will be able to get a lot of values out of this thing over here. And in this case, colors and patterns, it's just beautiful. It's just focusing on circuit board pattern. I've done multiple disassembly video before and you guys already see it. The circuit board design on every single G-Shock there is a form of artwork, and they seems to agree with that. And now they're printing this on the band and bezel, and that make this watch looks gorgeous and it looks very cool. But if you're into this pattern, if you think that it is too much, they give you an extra interchangeable band over here. It looks to me like a gray color pattern, just monochrome pattern, cloth band, so will be much more comfortable for some people. And if you still don't like that, they will also include this basic watch band like one of these, except just blacked out colorway, much more simpler, toned down, still limited editions because it has some sign on it, and a special bezel to goes along with that black band just now. So yeah, if you want to tone down, use this one over here, and a special tool to perform the swap. Looks to me like a carbon core I don't know, a screwdriver made out of carbon, I guess. I hope it is made out of carbon and not just some plastic, but we'll see how it goes after I get one. You could change the bezel how you like, but the circuit board pattern will still be printed on the watch face, so it will always be visible. And one other thing before I proceed, this watch bezel, this green one with this circuit board pattern printed on, is translucent material. You can see it clearly over here. And G Central pointed out that it is carbon fiber insert kind of bezel. So yeah, I think it worth the price for this guy over here. 30,800 Japanese yen. It will be released in Japan on 23rd October. Moving on to other G-Shock that I definitely not going to be getting because I already have one. The GBDH1000-1A4JR in this case, black with translucent smoke gray bezel with orange, I believe, adapter down here, right? That's what I call this thing. Same price point as any GBDH1000 except different or new colorway. I like what Casio doing over here. Instead of waiting for third party to release a translucent bezel, they give it to you right out of the box. In this case, black and orange. Another one over here, white and translucent green part. Both of them look incredibly gorgeous, and if you haven't picked any one of these yet, perhaps go with this new colorway instead. It looks very cool. Moving on to other G-Shock watch that is yeah, I definitely not gonna be getting the GMWB 5000 TCF-2JR, mainly because it is just too expensive for my budget, and I'm sure to most people watching this video right now as well. But still, if you are into square G-Shock, go with this. It is made out of titanium, exactly the same way like the previously released camouflage pattern square G-Shock, except now it came in blue colorway. There have a lot of rumors already going on about this release, so it is not a huge surprise except for the price. It will be around 1700. Yeah, 1700 bucks, 1700 US dollars, and that is incredibly expensive, and that is why I prefer carbon. It is tough as metal and cheap like it is resin. It's not as cheap, but it is still cheaper than metal, so I love carbon core, and I'm wearing one right now. I have one over here and a lot more carbon core G-Shock in my collections. Very cool things to have. With this, however, if you're into camouflage pattern, go with it. It looks much more toned down than it looked in this poster photo actually, so don't be worried about having, you know, a full gloss finishing on your watch that is too flashy and whatnot. This won't look like that. It is much more toned down, much more simpler, yet still tougher and comfortable as well because it is lighter in weight since it is made out of titanium. Now moving to other G-Shock that I definitely gonna be getting, That is the GRB-200 RAF British Royal Air Force Collaboration Gravity Master watch. Now, it works exactly the same way as this GJB-100. I already have this. If I want function, I got this. It works the same way, exactly the same way. But I'm not into functions. I want something new and I want design. This is it. Look at that. It came in gray colorway. Simple. Well, pretty much the same way as this guy. This one is all black. This is all gray, I guess, with some green accents in the hands and the digital display. Yeah, it looks incredibly good looking, and that's the only reason why I'm thinking on getting one of these, just on the looks. And it only costs like 50 bucks extra than the basics, you know, the all black, the black and blue, and the black and orange version. And if you were to get one, you also get a special box. It's a collaboration, special colorway, and even the buckle is different as well. So you do really get a few more with all the extra price point, and I think this is a better deal in my opinion. Now, moving on to other G-Shock watch, being the GWF A1000 BRT Borneo Frog inspired in this colorway. It is just a black frogman with a colorful watch bezel. It looks very vibrant, like one of these. Like, this is vibrant, but just so you know, this frogman didn't even look close as this guy over here. Even though the poster photo looked vibrant, the actual thing is nowhere near of how vibrant it looked. It is much more toned down. It's not gonna be as flashy. It will still be colorful, but it won't be as vibrant as one of these. So chill out. The price though is quite expensive, 126,500 Japanese yen, but it is an incredibly limited edition release to only 2,000 units. So not everybody will be able to get one, and I'm sure I'm one of those people, especially at that price point and the availability of this model over here. We'll see how it goes. Other G-Shock, which I'm pretty sure I could get, the MTGB-1000 Volcano Lightning, or Volcano Lightning series. Same price point as the Frogman, not as limited though, but the color is pretty much the same. Pretty much, not exactly the same, but it's pretty much the same. And despite looking colorful like this, it won't be as vibrant as it looks over here. So chill out. Even though the price is expensive, it is incredibly expensive, but I already have one. Let me show you guys a quick look. I have a G-Shock tower over here, and I have the my own MTGB 1000 down here, which I'll review and share to you guys later on. So that's why I'm not going to be getting one of these, because I already have one, and also to the fact that Cats will be releasing another MTGB 2000, if I'm not mistaken, will be coming next month. So yeah, looking forward to getting that next instead of this guy. That's just me. Moving on to BBG watch now. We're looking at BGA 150 SD. I'm not sure what is the main selling point over here, but if you look at the watch face, it has diamond on the 9 o'clock position, so I'm guessing that is the only selling point, plus the colorway black and gold. This one over here pink and silver, another one over here white and silver color combination, and only 15,950 yen. Other BBG watch called the MSG S500G-2A2JF, another one 3AJF, another one 5AJF brown colorway. I mean, all three looks incredibly gorgeous. It didn't have any BBG writings on the watch face, so if you are into smaller size watch, perhaps go with one of these. You know, if you're one of those guys who always complain about G-Shock being too big, or they have too many functions that you're never gonna be using, or you don't like digital, for example, this will be a nice option. The price is expensive, 28,600 Japanese yen, but it looks really gorgeous, especially this green version. When's the last time you see a iron plated to green metal bezel on a G-Shock? I believe this is the first, not a G-Shock, on a Casio made watch. I believe this is the first time ever, and I like the green version a lot. Even though I'm not gonna be getting one, but I like how it look. Moving on to a similar thing, except now it has wave center function built in, and instead of a resin watch band, it now has bracelet instead in metal, so the price will be a lot more expensive. Almost the same price as the GRB-200 and the GBDH-1000, except less function. So again, like I said, if you're into looks, basic function, go with this. If you want more functions, bulk appearance, go with G-Shock watch. The black and rose gold, another one in bronze colorway, and another one in cream. Looks to me like a rose gold color combinations. The crown in this specific model has this bolt appearance to it, sort of like the AP design if I'm not mistaken, so that makes it looks very cool. Not to mention that the bezel shape also look like the well, you know, AP. Now moving on a little bit further down, we're gonna have a look at ProTrack watch. So this guy over here again works exactly the same way like this GGB100 Mod Master or the GRB200 Gravity Master G-Shock that I talked about just now, except it is much more sleeker, much more slimmer, even cheaper in price as well. So you're gonna be able to save like $100 more or $200 more if you get one of these. It has positive display now, so it is much more practical than one in negative, which is down here, green colorway. So if you want something more practical, sure, go with this. It has a lot of functions: step tracking, barometer, altimeter, thermometer, compass, and whatnot. Even Bluetooth connectivity as well, but much more cheaper in price. Hey, why not if you're into ProTrack? But not every ProTrack is cheap. This one is, Jesus, this is expensive. PRW30YT-1JF Climber Line series in digital at 80,300 Japanese yen. This is called the Firefall color series, if I'm not mistaken, though. That explains the red and black colorway, sort of like the Magma Ocean that was released a few months or last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Same thing, except it is bracelet, so that's why it is expensive instead of resin band. There's other two over here, PRW50YT and PRW60YT. Same function, same looks, well, not really the same, except different bezel design. The bracelets are still the same, and the price point are also the same as well. 93,500 Japanese yen. Jeez, almost the same price point as a G-Shock, but like I said, you're gonna need to pay more to get something nice. In this case, metal bracelet with ion plated to black, especially the PRW50YT version. Moving on down a little bit further to a much more expensive ProTrack from the Manaslu lineup, basically the premium lineup, top of the line on ProTrack series. On the G-Shock we have the MRG, on the ProTrack we have this guy over here, Manaslu series PRX 8025 HD-1JR. This is a 25th anniversary limited edition model. I'm not sure how many units, but it looks very cool. It looks very sleek. It is much tougher than the average ProTrack, even though the functions are just the same. So keep that in mind. You are purchasing more for quality in constructions and material and the finishing, all these little things. Function-wise are still the same, okay? Looks to me like a carbon bezel, but it has different pattern than the average looking G-Shock watch that we normally get. One of the links have ProTrack 25th anniversary engraving on it, or laser edge. On the back plate also have different gold accents, different engraving. It looks very gorgeous. I love all the details on it, and special box as well. And this watch gonna cost you $2,000, so I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? Moving on to last watch on the list, being the Casio Edifice EFS 560HR-1AGR, a collaboration with Honda Racing. This is not the first time. They've done multiple collaboration before, except this one is based on this model. It's featuring black and red colorway and special box as well. I'm not a fan of Edifice. I mean, every single G-Shock is a form of sport watch, but this one is too sporty to me, and I'm not a fan of this fabric mixed with leather kind of watch band. And also, yeah, the watch face seems to have too much things going on, so I'm not a big fan of this. The price will be 46,200 Japanese yen, 10 watt resistant basic function, except it is a collaboration. So yeah, that will summarize all the things, all of the watch will be coming out on October. 24 models, G-Shock, BABG, ProTrack, and Edifice, and my top favorite, number one, will be the DWE5600, the carbon core square G-Shock watch in this specific circuit board camouflage color pattern. Number two will be the GRB200 British Royal Air Force collaboration. Number three, I believe this is the first time I've ever said this. I can't believe it. The MSGS500, the GMS G-Shock mini series, or the BABG in green colorway. So let me know what yours are.